Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And this is Dan from ANR Blackhats.
And this is Netrunner with TeamworkCast. These are the Hiveworld regionals. And this is on the 11th of June. A Liberated Mind is the last legal data pack before the new MWL still. So some games from the past, but still very exciting. And this is going to be, this is a selected game that we chose from the Swiss rounds. This is round number 4, game number 1. On the left we have FOX, which we saw in the previous game. This time he's playing the Evil Corporation and he's playing on the left.
Yep.
So he has the NBN identity. I believe the identity that he's using there, this plastic card, is also somewhere from the Worlds.
It's from King of Servers.
It was
the promo for King of Servers. I was lucky enough to get one, even though I didn't compete for commentating. Spags was kind enough to give me one for commentating at King of Servers.
Oh, very, very cool. Yeah, FOX also gave me a copy of that identity myself because I've been playing with NEH a lot recently. So really cool. NEH, he will draw a card the first time he creates server each turn. And he will be matched against Jackmade. A player which we saw very, very many times on this show. He was very successful at the recent Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. He's playing his beloved Andy again, so a lot of Andys this time around.
Yeah, he's also. We've got some high rollers here. We got Hypermats and we got promos galore.
Yep. This is definitely a pro matchup. We have to say that the both players ID'd in this turn, so this is not a game that will count for the final rating. But doesn't really matter because I'm sure the both players won't be holding back anything here. All right, so FOX
starts with Temple.
Starts with Sweepspeak, a really great start here. Sees Jackmade runs there, sees a Mumba Temple. He has a Desperado out and has a Sure Gamble. Thinking about trashing this now.
Yeah,
he does.
I mean, you can't suffer those to live. You got to get rid of them.
Secure testing is really great. Ooh, good start for Jackmade, although I don't see the card draw that's so important.
Yeah, it could be problematic, especially since NBN's off to the races already with card draw and card filtering. Yeah, only a jerk plays Near Earth Hub with Mumba Temples.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Then you must be the king of jerks then.
I am the king of jerks.
A lot of people love this kind of deck. It's a really strong deck. It kind of felt like what NEH was made to do.
Yep. I see the Biotic in hand, so he's already ready to go. All he needs to do is draw the Astro.
And the Jackson Howard is also great for this because he can just power draw through this deck. Jackmade does the secure testing on archives.
I like the bottle cap as the counter for security testing.
Yeah, it's a German beer called Astra. And Jackmade loves to use it for the Astra token because now then it's an Astra token.
I see what you did there.
It's a great joke.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
But he also uses it for secure testing token. There's no pun there. It's just a secure testing token. Right. So difficult choice for Jackmade. I guess he has to get rid of the Jackson Howard.
Yeah. There was a gentleman who played in our meta, I haven't seen him in a very long time, who, when I first started playing, when Wayland Supermodernism was all the rage, his click trackers were 3 empty bullet casings.
Wow. Well, you probably won't see that kind of stuff in Germany. That's very American.
Yeah.
I think that would work very well, like for something like... what's the name? The cowboy game.
The Deadlands game. Yeah.
No, this is Deadlands.
No, but it's the Deadlands card.
Oh,
Doomtown.
Okay. Doomtown, right? So there's a bunch of friends of HQ. FOX managed to score the Astro script with the Biotic Labor, as you mentioned previously. Jackmade has the. Signature better though, so now he can check this HQ, and there we go. That's what he was looking for. The second Astro on hand, stopping the Astro train right there. But FOX scores the 50 minutes anyway.
Yeah, we're just off to the races. We're doing NBN BS. or old school NBNBS before the AstroScript pilot program was proved to be a hoax and restricted back.
Watch carefully, guys, because you won't see this kind of gameplay anymore. Not in this form, maybe some other form. It's like Jurassic Park. Life finds a way. Fast Advance finds a way.
Well, that's what Kalimsha's for. Kalimsha's like, I will continue to make Fast Advance work.
A lot of people are doing this, and I like it. I appreciate this. I've been playing a lot of Fast Advance myself. No hate there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going back to my purple.
Definitely. That's always a solid choice. That's something I really like about the podcast that you had recently, where you guys were making predictions about what will happen in the new meta.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys mentioned Kate. So for me, I immediately thought about HB, because people, I think, will be returning to like old standards, like old things that worked well in the past, like really
like
solid
taxing
choices.
ice.
Sure. Taxing ice and Fast Advance possibility at the same time seems like a good idea.
Yeah. And HB has a lot more click compression in faction that they didn't have previously.
Definitely. But we are still in the past year. We're still at the heydays of NEH here, installing something more in front of HQ and making sure that the Sneaker Beta is not just for free. There's a secure test on that new server that was created. So Jackmade is raking up the money here. Really great. Justin Jackson Howard.
Yep. Well, it's worth noting that FFOX here, he's armored up on Centrals. He just drew the Beal. And he can just wait and score out.
Definitely, although he has very little money, just 3 credits. NBN doesn't need a lot of money, but he hasn't any kind of ice resed, so that's bad. He actually gets money instead of scoring this.
Yeah. Based on what he's playing, though, I'm guessing there's probably 3 pop-ups in the deck, and I know that at least one of them went down.
Definitely. Probably on HQ. Maybe on Archives, though.
A lot of times against Criminal, I like to used to do it on R&D. Yep.
Never mind, it's R&D. They were right. It's a good choice, probably. Also, I guess that was secure testing.
Yeah.
Because there was no access.
I think in that case, the Andromeda player realized that that was likely where a pop-up was going to be, because all the hard end the run usually goes on HQ.
Well, there was no other server to put the secure testing on. And putting a secure testing on Archives would be like he couldn't do the Sneaker Beta anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so that is run on the HQs. There's a second pop-up window that's really great. And the Quandary, like, classic NEH, like simple and the run ice, yeah. Paper thin, that's the term. I'm reminded of that one episode that you recorded with this paper thin ice and NEH, where that term came up a lot. Oh, running on AR&D, and that is a Beal. Whew. Whew. This is good.
Yeah, man. I'm just so excited. I need to move to Europe, because you guys see sneak doors hit the table all the time.
Well, I have to say, Jackmade was holding up the sneak door. The sneak door banner all this time, and I learned so much about criminals just from him. He's such a great criminal player. Too bad that he couldn't make it to one of your shows. I really tried to convince him, but he was very busy at the time.
No worries. I'm sure. Hopefully, I'll get him eventually.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
The from nothing score with the
Beal. With a Super from Sanson too, saving the money. He has 1 credit left, but whatever.
Right. If he draws a 2-1, he just closes the game.
Technically, if he has another Super from Sanson.
Also 3-2.
Meanwhile, Jackmade gets, I guess he's...
hostaging out another, or a John Masonori.
Yeah, the hostage was actually my idea. I suggested this to him.
Well, yeah, it's an extra copy of whatever you need.
Yeah, there's as when your deck starts having like 3 resources, you can add a hostage instead of a copy of the other resources.
Right. Because it's always gonna be less blank than an extra copy of a unique resource.
Yeah, and especially with something like political operatives or councilmen, where you need them when you need them, a hostage is really valuable.
Yeah, that's one of the problems that I have with the Paul Ops in my Geist deck, is I never seem to have them. All right, we're checking R&D. He's got seen something he wants to trash. or he was thinking about it.
Didn't do it.
Man, look at all this stuff he's got to pitch.
Oof, a lot of pitches. This seems like this game is about to be over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really just FOX needs to draw one card and that's it.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Also, I just
Yes.
think it's crazy that, the thing about Near Earth Hub, and especially if you're doing the faster biotics play, is just that the game is so swingy.
Yes.
Like you're on the razor's edge like the entire time.
Yeah, and especially like your credit count. It's like it goes all the way and it's back and you can score with so little credits. I love this. But I think the Criminals are a really great matchup for this, and I really like that the Criminals are actually good at matchup against NEH, in spite of actually not having the clot. Don't relying on tricks, they're just relying on pure pressure. Ooh, I love this! Look at this! Oh! Passport.
Give me that money.
Passport, the turning wheel, account siphon, keeps even the tags.
Why not? I mean, he's going to have to hard trash anything.
Yep, FOX will have to, but FOX, we saw it in the past. FOX is very keen at trashing resources. I will expect that he will actually invest the 2 credits to trash the turning wheel.
Turning wheel is also a card that's so good in Criminal because they have so many run replacement effects, so it gives them that value for those additional value for those run replacement events.
Jackmade said last time around that after the Eureka tournament, he fell in love with a turning wheel and decided to run more of this in his deck. So the third card that he saw here was Legwork on HQ, and he saw a Mumba Temple as the third card, thinking about trashing this.
Yep, and it's worth noting he's still going to get the turning wheel counter because of not having hidden agenda.
That's true. That's the good thing about turning wheel. You kind of almost like not scoring agendas. As weird as it sounds.
I don't know about that. But yeah, it increases the threat level.
And something, again, I already said it before, but the kind of the inevitability that it creates is intoxicating. Where, especially as a corporation, where you see these counters piling up, and it's like, oh my god, when will they start actually using those counters? And then, any run can be 5 accesses or something.
Yeah.
So FOX decided not to trash, interestingly, and just decided to create a bunch of server. There is a
Dirty laundry.
Sensi's guild union, what I wanted to say, but there's now the dirty on the security testing server. And drawing a card even. FOX comments oh, this is pretty efficient, right? The thing that you're doing right now.
Yeah, what is the Temujin? What's that card called that's about to come out?
Temujin contract, yes.
It's going to be absolutely bonkers.
I love it. The criminals needed that. I hate that there's so many cards that criminals are not able to use. Stuff like Cash and Career Fair.
You mean that they're not able to use as well as other people?
Yeah. And so Temujin is one of the things that might bring a Career Fair into as a regular thing in the criminals. I love it.
Well, it's also it's something that they can utilize a lot better than I think other factions can, because they are all about getting into servers.
Absolutely, and it also pairs well with stuff, with other things, because it's not a replacement effect.
Right. You can still security test.
Yep, and you can still bank job.
Or account siphon.
Oh man, bank job and that thing. Woohoo. Or is it on central servers only? No, you just pick one server, right?
I feel like, I can look it up real quick, I feel like it's a central, but I've been wrong before. Let me check.
So meanwhile, there has been a lot of cleanup on the servers going on, but FOX creates just more servers, beefs up the defense of an HQ, which makes sense. Security testing's, not security testing, account size might be a difficult thing for him to deal with. But on Jackmade's side, there is still not too many breakers out. So, for example, the wraparound on archives
shutting down the sneak door.
Keeps the sneak door at bay, yeah.
Yep, it's any server.
Oh my god, this is such a good card.
Yeah, it's a ridiculously good card. And it's going to go into my Atom deck.
I'm already just makes me excited for the future of criminals and the game of Netrunner in general. Running on that server here, checking out what it is. It's a Sansan. Trash at Sansan, bro. Although I guess it doesn't really make much difference. FOX doesn't really have too much money to res it, and he has the Astro counter anyway. Oh, second Sansan trashing. Oh, that was painful. Does Jackmade still have 2 tags? Wow.
I think at this point, FFOX is just holding the money and just counting on drawing into the agenda to win it.
I mean, FOX just really wants to prolong the game, and I don't blame him. He just wants to see a card, a single card. And trashing the something that from the board will just make him, spend the money and can trash some stuff, whatever. And Shrugambler is a really great play here for Jackmade. Alright, install credit by FOX. So he protects whatever it is installed there. Really nice.
Yeah.
Jackmade still secure test this. I guess that was the idea. He wanted to secure test.
Oh, he forces the ice res or he gets free money.
No, actually he gets a breaker first. And this time around he gets an inti.
Well, I'm just saying, by declaring that as a security testing, he's saying, res it or I get free money.
Oh, what a call! Love it! Oh, vanilla right there. Inti was the perfect install here.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it, love it. The Inti deals with both barriers that we see on the board right now so efficiently. Just a 0 credit install.
So I'm very excited about the Ice Vanilla. I think it's a great design. Oh, we're doing an R&D run.
Yep, Vanilla will come up later in this tournament. I will have a hard time against it. I can already spoil you that. Yeah. Running on the R&D, and that is going to be just Quandary. Again, paper thin ice, as you mentioned previously.
Looks like the Sensies. Yep.
Actually using the...
What? 6 to 6? 6 to 5?
Token.
Looks like there's some discussion here.
There was discussion though, because
he didn't declare it beforehand.
No, FOX thought that he would see 3 cards, but Jackmade would see only 2 cards. So FOX showed him the 3rd card, but Jackmade said he didn't see what 3rd card it was. So there is no need to do anything.
Also, best part about Vanilla is it enables me to make Vanilla ice jokes.
I mean, that's a sore topic for us Germans because the translation was so like the flavor text on the vanilla is a quote from Ice Ice Baby.
Yep.
A brand new invention, and it was translated in German, and that made the whole joke disappear. And also vanilla was also translated. It's no longer vanilla in German. It's 0815.
Okay.
Which is colloquial, the same meaning as in something that is standard and run-of-the-mill kind of stuff. But it kind of takes away the reference to Vanilla Ice, and so now like they completely broke the entire reference as in German translation.
It's interesting.
I know actually people who decided to switch to English cards because of this translation mishap.
That's so weird.
It makes sense. I mean,
well, I guess just buy that pack in English.
No, if you go English, you go full English, especially since now the price difference is not that big anymore.
That's also true.
Alright, so that we're gonna see another install in a new server by FOX. It seems like FOX not drawing the kind of agendas you want to see. Jackmade sniped the Astro that could have won the game here from R&D. It's really just who sees the winning agenda first. And now Jackmade has full control over R&D because he has the right breakers to get into R&D.
Right. And with the amount of money that Jackmade is generating, every server is like trivial for him to get into.
Yep, it is. Although a code gate on a remote server will stop him.
That's true.
Sneak door. Oh, we see that there is a shipment from Sansan, so FOX can, if push comes to shove, he can score with 0 credits. Another Sansan, third Sansan now.
I mean, he's got to basically not care. Like, there's no reason to trash it with the Astro token and the shipment in hand.
I would totally trash it because there is something like fast track.
Oh, yeah.
And with a fast track, the FOX will just win the game immediately, even during an R&D lock. But there was no trash, interestingly. Not sure why. So yeah, drawing on FOX side, he just keeps drawing. He wants to see this agenda. But no luck there. Biotech Labor even there, so he just could. Running R&D?
Let's see.
That was secure testing. So now he has 4 tokens on turning wheel. He could now just run again and just dig. No, he does Seek Door. Nothing. He runs Seek Door again.
If he sees his Sansan again.
Yep, of course. There's a legendary. He has a legendary ability to miss the agendas on hand. We saw that in the last game from Eurigio.
So he's going to see 4 and just win the game.
Just win the game. Yep, there was a global food initiative on top.
Yeah.
That's how Andy wins against NEH sometimes. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, even if he had more substantial ice, the Andy ability to farm money is just so good.
Definitely. And we saw FOX having some really good draws early on, but Jackmade seemed to recover later in the game, and then he had the game real on lockdown. There was really not much that FOX could do. And I guess that is generally the game plan of this Andy build.
Yeah.
To be really fast early on, to catch up with FOX and his NEH very quickly, so you have full control of what's going on.
Yeah, and I just want to leave with one little thing. I love that Jackmade put his click trackers on the circles for Tori Hanzo's fingertips.
Very, very nice little detail. Love Jackmade for him doing this. Really nice, cool stuff. So we're going to leave you with a short reminder on where you can check out Dan's stuff. Dan, where is your stuff on YouTube?
So ANR Blackhats can be found on YouTube, just all one word, ANR Blackhats, and then we're also on SoundCloud with our podcast. And you guys can check me out. We have our own video channel, and we do some deck builds and some deck tests.
Excellent stuff. You should check it out if you haven't already. All right. Thank you for having me. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much, man. Well, now that I'm in charge of the show, so...
So we switch around places.
Yeah.
Because we've been hacked, I guess. Because
hack the planet!
Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.